Let me know when you.
It's on.
You about to goof. Yeah, I want you to leave it in there too. Welcome, Rascal Nation. What we're gonna do, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna switch it up. This season, we want to start doing life of a little rascal and get to know them behind the scenes. Some of the stories that I have on how my kids came to be a part of my team is the reason why I truly say family, faith, football, and I truly stand by that. So, no better person to start with than Mr. Savion. Savion is a 3-time defensive MVP. You tell him to do something and it's done. He started off just like many other kids. He never played it before. We threw a mini camp to invite new kids who were interested in potentially trying to learn flag football or just attend the camp. Savion was one of the participants. Watching him, he had the height, he had the, you know, what they say, well, most coaches say the eye test. He passed the eye test. You know, he had length, he had height, he could run. You know, he just had to get the fundamentals down. I could see all of that, you know, and it's special because I haven't been wrong yet. I saw it in him, and he proved me right. He didn't even know anything that I was thinking when I saw him, but he proved me right. Let me know how you saw the post about the camp.
So Savion had stated interest in playing football. He wanted to give track a break. Was on Facebook, happened to see a poster for a citywide football drill camp. We went out, and that's how it all started.
I think at the end of it, I approached you guys at the end, I believe, and I went right over to you, and I said, hey, I need him. I see something in him, and you were like, you sure? He don't want to, like, he got it. Just give me a chance. Give me a chance with him. Have you ever played on a team or anything before prior to going to that camp? Like, no? And you just, like your mom said, you just wanted to give it a try. And you were out there doing the drills. You were doing the drills, and I was watching you. And do you remember after, at the end of that, I came up to you, and I was like, I need you to be a little rascal. And if we just being 100, I initially was flocked to you guys because I gotta take care of my kind, always. I know what we coming for, I know how we talk, I know our lingo, you know, and that's not to knock anyone else, but it's just, it's the price of admission. How has your experience been being a little rascal?
Good.
From not knowing the game to being an MVP, like voted.
And an all-star.
And an all-star. Voted to the all-star game as well. How did you learn the game?
Focusing, he was going pass, trying to block it, trying to watch the QB, the coach tell me to, everything, so.
Yeah, you do that very well. This right here, the reason why we're doing this is because we want to shed light and just let people see, you know, a different side of the Little Rascals. What was the number one thing had to be discussed before we could make a decision on whether or not Savion could play with the Little Rascals?
In order for Savion to play with the Rascals, Coach K, and along with his other coaches, had to know something about autism. Savion was diagnosed with autism at the age of 5. And from 5 up until maybe 11 or 12, he was considered high functioning. As we started to hit preteen years, we switched or bumped up to level 2 of being on the spectrum. You have to have patience. You gotta understand what his triggers are to avoid meltdowns and understand how to interact with them to get the best results. I mean, that's with any kid in general, but Savion's a special kid, and as a coach, there are certain things that you can't say to him that you could say to the rest of the team, because then he would shut down, and that's game.
And with being a counselor for many, many years. That's always been my thing. It was right up my alley. Not only can I coach, but I can help kids with any type of disability, intellectual disability, anything that's going on. In this particular instance, Savion, it was autism. But when I saw Savion play, just like nobody probably knows this until right now. And like Mom said, besides the coaches, and I told her, I said, we're not gonna treat him no different. We're gonna make sure that, if we do need to, stop something, approach it a different way, we definitely will do that. But I want him on my team and I want him to learn. If Mr. Savion being autistic, it has stopped him on that field?
Not at all. Savion came out there, he listened to what the coaches had to say, the passion that he already had, and he just made it happen.
Do you feel that you have any disadvantages when you're out there playing? Or are you just as good as everyone else?
I think just as
I believe so too. And like I said, it's not just coaches giving it to you, it's the parents who's watching these games every week who votes on this. And as Mom said, with being autistic, there's certain things that you can't do. And like she said, they will totally shut down. I don't care what you offer, what you do, what you say. And with me being the type of coach to yell and things of that nature, I knew there were certain way that I had to approach Savion. But Savion knew it was about football. Savion said, I'm a football player, and that's what it is. He's so, when I say this, you see Savion, and you give him an assignment, it's done. You don't have to worry about anything else. But to see him get out of that shell and dancing, like, if we had a dance contest, I would put money that this young man would win. He's always dancing on the field, dancing in between plays. And another thing about Savion is he's human just like the rest of us. He has his bad moments. He has his bad moments. And what people don't realize when I say family faith football, I really mean it. Mom, do you not call me?
Coming to El Paso for the military, we didn't have anybody here. We don't know anybody here. Going to the camp, speaking with Kay after the drills were over with, we exchanged phone numbers and we were able to keep in contact until practices actually started for the season. When I would have issues with Savion at school, whether it was behavior or whatever, I could call Kay and Kay would talk to Savion. If we needed to do some form of extra training, we would do that. But Kay could talk to Savion, and whatever Kay said to Savion, it helped me as a parent as far as guiding Savion down this path of being a young man. As a mom, I can only do but so much, but Kay, his wife, Yessie, and the boys, they're definitely my family, definitely.
What I'm doing is not going in vain, so I'm good with that. And I just think about, at this age right here, it's a make or break moment. Like my mom used to tell me, an idle mind is a devil's playground. So I try to keep my kids, active, doing something.
So for every season with the Rascals, Coach K posts on Facebook, Instagram, all social media platforms, reaching out to the community, asking the community to give back to the kids. Not just coming out and showing, a little hand clap or a cheer, but participating, whether we're doing community work, donations, and in any way that they can. So for last season, not only did we do sponsor a kid, where we reached out to family and friends and asked them, but I also decided, since Savion seemed to be very passionate about football, this is his newfound love and nothing was getting between him and football, I decided why not just donate into that myself. I don't own a business myself, so my sister, Keisha Robinson, the owner of Lily Pad, I used her business logo as the face. And we showed up to the games. We gave some treats, did some advertising, just letting the kids know that we are there for them.
So now moving forward, the goal is to expand this. So any sponsors out there, definitely reach out to us. Please, please, please. Because we want to continue to do things for these young men and women that we have so they can continue to grow. I was sitting at home the other day thinking about it, like without coaches, kids wouldn't even have youth sports. It's just that simple. Like, don't read outside of it. Without coaches who volunteer their time, who don't get paid, kids wouldn't have the ability to play games, grow, and be in the NFL and do all these professional sports. So aside from Savion, his sister, she always, always at practice and stuff like that. So that was a part of the cheer program. Yeah, Little Lady Rascal. You're not at practice or at a game. What are you doing?
Sometimes I will play video games. Like, my favorite game would be NBA 2K23.
Oh, you play those?
And Madden 23.
Are you any good?
I good at basketball, not like football.
Okay. You're better than me. I don't play any games, so. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I teach you. Don't ever limit yourself. Is there anything that you remember that we try to teach you? Like when you get down on yourself, what do we tell you?
Then like stop getting down, get up, and don't whine like a baby.
Yeah. No, that's what we tell you. Get up.
Yeah.
You go in there and you make a play.
Yes.
It's even been times where I pulled you out of the game because you was out there just pouting.
Right.
You won't play to your full potential, right, Ron?
Yeah.
I remember that game. That was early on in your Rascal career.
And I think the one we were challenging the Cowboys, I think it was a horrible one. I was angry too. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to like tell my team to like stop it and like get focused and everything.
And that shows the growth because before everyone used to be down. You included, right? It used to be like, now you would, and that's the irony of it, the crazy part of it. Now you're the one telling them get it together. You see what I'm saying? I've seen you grow as far as just mature, just as a young man, like he's getting as a not just a football player, but as a young man. Like I teach you, I make sure to tell you to be respectful to your mom at all times, right? Or you can't play, right? Or I tell you I'm gonna have to put my hands on you with permission.
Permission.
Message. So it's sometimes you gotta know how to counsel. Like when I was a counselor, I set treatment plan goals with the parents and the kids because they're the ones in the house. They're the ones that gotta work with them. But like I tell you all the time, I'm so proud of you. We need a big pull on third, fourth down. Who's pulling? You. And it's amazing that you've made your name known in any league that we've been in. Mom, again, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for taking a chance on me. Young man, you're amazing. Keep making your mom proud. Take care of your sister, your dad. Do everything that you're supposed to do. And sky's the limits for you. Anything you want to say to Rascal Nation? They're watching you. You know where it's going to be. They're going to see you.
I don't know.
Oh, now you know. Don't worry. I'll catch you.
I don't know.
I'm grateful for the Rascals that it has allowed Savion to build on his social skills, on his people skills, communication skills, and granted he doesn't communicate like the rest of the kids on the team. His team members have accepted him. They fight with him, they love him, but they are always riding for him, always.
That is true. They have disagreements. Somebody messes up on a play. They all have disagreements. They yell at him. And then they get on him when he gets down on himself. But this young man right here, you're going to hear about him. No matter what he decides to do, you look out for this young man right here, Mr. Savion. And to any kids out there or anyone who may be dealing with any type of disability, mental disorder, intellectual disability, anything that you think may hold you back, it doesn't have to. It does not have to.
Then, like the first game, how I say this, I always like was good. Like how was like minute I was good. Like 1 minute, and everything just like changed, and like I become more good. In the next game, I become good again. Like every game, every day.
Yeah, it starts with your thinking. Once you mentally prepared yourself and saw that you could do it, it was like you said, like you were trying to just say, there was a switch that went on. And I think we've seen it. Like it was one season, maybe one half of the next season, because then at that point, man, it was
a wrap. It was a wrap.
it really was.
And he started playing multiple positions too.
Then he started, coach, watch me catch the ball. Watch me do this. Like going out and like genuinely catching the ball. Like quarter pass on my birthday, didn't you? Yeah.
For my birthday.
Yeah.
Like it was just all types of stuff that like are so amazing that these kids do. Like most people, they only just see us put the post up and see a quick video or something, and they don't really see the meaning behind all of it. But the kids involved in it, they know the meaning behind.
Ever make a pick six?
Did you get one?
I think so. I don't know what season was it.
Well, you intercepted it and took it all the way back. I'm
Yeah.
sure. And then that's what I'm saying. It's just little things that, as someone who knows the game, loves the game, respects the game, the terminology that you use. You didn't know what a pick six was before, did you? You know what I'm saying? Now, not only do you know the terminology, you're doing it. It's things like that. And the fact that football can take you places, being a scholar athlete, that's we preach that. If you ain't got good grades, how you doing in your school?
Good in my school.
My baby, was it December? The school sent us a letter home. He was inducted into the National Junior Honor Society with a 4.95 GPA.
Dang.
The disability, it can be a stumbling block, but you can be so much more.
Yeah.
So much more.
Yeah. Like I heard somebody say, I don't know if I'm gonna say it right, how they say, pressure busts pipes or makes diamonds.
Yeah.
One of the two. You decide. You decide. Pressure either gonna bust a pipe or make diamonds. One of the two. So for anyone out there that's struggling or dealing with the same thing, let Savion be an example that you can do anything that you want to do. Like he said, he decided he wanted to focus, and he decided this was something he wanted to do. Me and Mom got together and we laid out a plan. This is what we're gonna do. If there's any issues, you let us know. You let me know, and I'll deal with him. Put him on the phone. Where he at? He upset. Oh, he's smelling himself. Like kids go through it. Like we have been through it. Like he talking to me like that. He coming in here. You know how it is. Like we've all dealt with this, but being able to have someone reach out to someone and being able to have someone to talk to them about it. That's outside the home. Outside the home. That they may talk to you about stuff that's different that they won't normally talk to, their parents about. I was once this lady's, her son's coach and then counselor. And she said this on a post, I guess a couple years ago, and it stuck with me. And it's this, when I say it, I don't think it's no better prime example than Savion. She said a quote, she said, good coaches change the game. Great coaches change lives. And it stuck with me. Crystal Hunter, that stuck with me. So thank you. And that's what I'm here to do, is change lives. So raise young men and women that put them on the right course and let them know you can still be active in your community by doing the right things. Still dress stylish and still, listen to your music and still be respectful and do things the right way. Have a good head on your shoulder. Like, it's okay to be smart, right? I tell you that all the time. It's okay to be smart. It's okay to answer questions, right? Because I believe you. We believe in you. Anything you want to say to Rascal Nation? You still don't want to say nothing? You got no hobby yet?
Nope.